Hello everyone, welcome back to AeroHub and welcome to the series of lectures in GATE Aerospace. And in this lecture, we will discuss about continuous system of structural dynamics. And I am not going to derive any equations here. I will introduce you certain equations which will be very useful to solve the problems asked in GATE examination. Okay, I'll give you a short summary of continuous system, and you should be aware that for continuous system we are mainly discussing about vibration of string, vibration of a bar, vibration of shaft, that is torsional vibration, then lateral vibration of beams. Okay, so it is always they will ask lot of questions regarding natural frequencies, and you should be aware about what is the governing equation, general solution, and from the general solution we have to find out the values of natural frequencies. Okay, how will you find out the value of natural frequency? You will substitute the boundary condition in the general solution and will find out the value of natural frequency. And you have to also understand that there are standard formulas for standard boundary condition. For example, we can see in the case of a string, for simply supported condition SS, the value of omega n is n pi by L into root of T by M. Okay, like that we have standard equations for natural frequency for standard boundary conditions. Okay, and you can see for first member string, the governing equation is dou square y by dou t square is equal to a square into dou square y by dou x square, and where a square is the ratio between tension and mass T by M, and the general solution is y is equal to a sin omega t plus b cos omega t multiplied by c into sin omega by a into x plus d cos omega by a into x. And you have to understand this c and d are constant, and also one of the important thing is a sin omega t plus b cos omega t, it won't be equal to 0. Okay, this factor a sin omega t plus b cos omega t is a constant for most of the general solution for string, bar, as well as for shaft and beam. This a sin omega t plus b cos omega t will not be equal to 0. Okay, so for simply supported beam, for simply supported condition, first natural frequency is pi by L into root of T by M. This is the value. This is in the case of string. Okay, there is derivation for this. I am not doing that. That is a waste of your time. You have to only understand the final equation. You have to remember the general solution and governing equation. From the boundary condition we can find out the value of fundamental frequency, as I said earlier. Okay, next member is bar. The governing equation is dou square u by dou t square is equal to a square into dou u by dou x square, and a square is a into e, where a is the area, e is the Young's modulus, and m is the mass. And governing solution is, general solution is u is equal to same a sin omega t plus b cos omega t into c sin omega by a into x plus d cos omega by a into x. And for fixed free condition, omega n is equal to 2n plus 1 by 2 into pi root of ae by m. And for free condition, omega n is equal to n pi by L into root of ae by m. This is the general solution and governing equation for a bar. And if you are just remember this equation for standard boundary condition. Okay, you will be getting a question from this always. Okay, next we will see about shaft. And for a shaft, the governing equation is dou square theta by dou t square. Here theta is nothing but angle of twist, is equal to a square into dou square theta by dou x square, where a square is g, that is shear modulus, and j is the polar moment of inertia, I is the area moment of inertia. Okay, and theta, here I will be mass moment of inertia, not area moment of inertia, that is against rotation. Theta is equal to a sin omega t plus b cos omega t into c into sin omega by a into x plus d cos omega by a into x. You can see that the general equation solution for the string, bar and shaft are almost the same. It's the same. Okay, with the fundamental frequency, for fixed free condition, omega n is equal to 2n plus 1 by 2 into pi, the root of g into j by I. And for free condition, omega n is equal to n pi by L into root of g j by I. You have to understand that we are getting this value for omega n by substituting the boundary condition in the general solution. Okay, we will do a problem in the case of a shaft in the next lecture. Then you will get a good understanding about how to solve a general E solution. Okay, in the case of a beam, the general governing equation is dou square u by dou t square plus a square into dou power 4 u by dou x power 4 is equal to 0, where a square is ei by m. E is the Young's modulus, I is the moment of inertia. Here it is area moment of inertia. In the case of a shaft, that is mass moment of inertia by m. The product of Young's modulus and area moment of inertia is called flexural rigidity. The product of Young's modulus and mass area moment of inertia is called flexural rigidity. Okay, that is nothing but the resistance to bending. Then the general solution here, it is different from first three case. U is equal to a sin omega t plus b cos omega t into c1 sin beta x plus c2 cos beta x plus c3 sin h, that is parabolic function sin h beta x plus c4 cos h beta x, where beta square is omega by a. Okay, this is different from first three case. Okay, we have a parabolic function in the case of beam, which is not available, which is not there for shaft, string as well as bar. Okay, in the case of a simply support condition, sin beta L into sin h beta L is equal to 0. So beta L is equal to n pi, and the natural frequency is n square pi square by L square in the root of ei by m. This is the standard equation. In the case of a fixed or a free condition, cos beta L into cos h beta L is equal to 1. So first fundamental frequency is 22 by L square into root of ei by m. And in the case of fixed free condition, which is the most important condition, you have to always remember first frequency is 3.52 by L square into root of ei by m. Okay, these are the important general solution, governing equation and fundamental frequency for a continuous system. This is applicable for string, bar, shaft and beam. Okay, you have to just remember this equation to solve the problem. You have to remember the general solution as well as governing equation. We can derive the fundamental frequency from the boundary condition. Okay, so we will see in the next lecture. Thank you for listening. Take care.